Buildings that soar into the sky were once thought to be impossible to build. But today these amazing feats of design and engineering have been attained in different cities around the world. These remarkable feats of design and engineering are testaments to the aspiration and talent of humanity. How can a single structure symbolize a whole nation? Undoubtedly, an embassy is more than just a physical location. It is a representation of the national symbol of each nation. It ought to have all the graces and airs of a country showcasing itself to the world. In today's video, we will discuss the fascinating story of how the United States constructed its most cutting-edge, contentious, and high-tech embassy. Stay with me through to the very end as we unravel the secrets surrounding the US Embassy. Not only is the US Embassy in London a place of solace while one is away from home, but it also represents a unique diplomatic partnership and is home to one of the most prestigious ambassadorial posts worldwide. In addition to being the biggest embassy in the United Kingdom, when opened in 1888, it was also among the world's most technologically sophisticated structures. The new headquarters is a $1 billion, 21st century stronghold fashioned like the castles of ancient Europe, with a plethora of high-tech security systems melding together flawlessly. However, the tale of how it was built is anything from diplomatic. The United States of America forfeited what was thought to be the ideal position for its embassy in London, a site whose history goes nearly back to the Republic's founding, for a post-industrial wasteland that most taxi drivers would never go there. The USA selected that location because it was one of just a handful in the heart of London with sufficient space to house all the required security measures, including being at least 100 feet away from any structure. There are rumors that China has also given the place some thought, and the Netherlands has relocated its embassy to the same location. This incident, in my opinion, serves as more evidence for the proverb, "Before every great glory, there is a story." This is the secret tale of the most cutting-edge and contentious embassy in the United States. Let's get deeper, there's more to know. When John Adams moved into his Coleman home in 1785 and was appointed the United States' first ambassador to Great Britain, it all began. Since then, it has served as the home of two previous embassies and as the location of the US Army and Navy's European headquarters during World War II. The US mission thereafter relocated to this specially constructed embassy on the west side of the plaza in 1960, constructed at a period when the USA had attained superpower status. Eero Saarinen, a Finnish-American architect, built the impressive US embassy, which blended traditional and contemporary architectural elements. Its dimensions and the fact that it is encased in Portland stone, like many other buildings in London, let it blend in with its surroundings despite its scale. From the structure that houses the new superpower, boldly taking the place of the old global powers, to the unassuming stronghold that is eager to downplay its size and might. It will amaze you to learn that in 2106, some people published a double-page newspaper advertisement opposing the building's existence, while Russian Countess Anka Vedev organized a 3-day hunger strike in protest of the danger she believed the embassy posed to the community. A $15 million security improvement was established. However, when the embassy's requirements grew beyond the facility, it became evident that a shift was necessary due to the security danger and the frequent protests outside the gates. It relocated to South London's 9 Elms. South London has always been seen by the uninitiated as the less fashionable section of the city. There is a rumor that cabs used to decline to cross the river after a certain hour at night. Though in a commercial world, looks are key, South London is neither better nor worse than north of the river. Still, it was a brave move. 9 Elms had a cement plant, a wholesale market, and a sorting office at the time. The decision wasn't wholly unexpected. The embassy would serve as the focal point of a larger, $48 billion revitalization project for the neighborhood. But even now, it doesn't have the same status as Mayfair despite an abundance of opulent homes and an odd sky pool. The US has had a toehold in Mayfair for generations. You may recognize it as the prettiest square on a London Monopoly board. It is located in Grosvenor Square in the center of the affluent district. It has gained the nickname Little America because of this. The former embassy and other London real estate was sold to provide funds for the construction of the new embassy. The structure itself has around $800 million set aside for it. In 2013, work on the winning design got underway. Designed by the Philadelphia-based firm Karen Timberlake, the new embassy spans 500,000 square feet and offers far more amenities than its predecessor. Notable features include lofted halls and beaming light art. An artistic gesture of diplomacy, the State Department hopes will win over more people than the bald eagle sculpture that has stared down at passing Londoners for 50 years. The structure, a massive cube standing on a man-made hill, is meant to symbolize the unwavering foundation of American democracy, while also paying homage to the Mott and Bailey-type castles. In the meanwhile, the strategy is a massive attempt to conceal and soften this fortress's formidable security measures. Its distinctive facade makes the most of the site's breathtaking vistas and lets in an abundance of natural light throughout the interior. Laminated glazing with an ethylene tetrafluoroethylene outer envelope is used in the high-performance facade. The envelope evenly distributes sunshine around the structure, reduces glare, and stops excessive solar gain. As a result, less energy is needed to illuminate and chill the structure. 100 feet of unobstructed space around the structure to protect it from explosions and provide unobstructed access. You see, there's no intimidating outer barrier as you go about. Instead, persistent sleight of hand is used to keep intruders out. A hedge protects the site's northern side from the busy road, hiding a set of anti-vehicle bollards. Then, if anything managed to get through, it would career over this meadow and drop into the 8-foot moat underneath. A rising meadow on the south side divides the structure from the adjacent plaza. Beyond, the meadow grasses conceal a trench, another homage to classic English gardens, and the concrete bench serves as a car barrier. Often referred to as a ha-ha, they were constructed to keep cattle out without obstructing the view. Nowadays, they serve the same purpose for humans. Let's examine the energy-efficient design. Through techniques including daylight responsive lighting and shade controls, passive and active chill beams, efficient mechanical systems, and combined heat and power production, the building's energy-efficient design saves as much energy as feasible. The building uses renewable energy sources, such as geothermal energy produced by ground source heat pumps and solar energy captured by photovoltaic cells. The structure is heated and cooled by the Earth's constant temperature. Unexpectedly, when the building debuted in 2018, it garnered criticism. Some people took offense at the building's similarity to a castle. An invading force constructed the Tower of London, another well-known fortress in London, to terrorize the local populace. Even in an era when heightened security is a given elsewhere in the city, many considered the level of the security features, however cleverly hidden, to be excessive. However, it must physically and symbolically represent America's place in the world as an embassy. Now let's speak about the building that is situated in the middle of a spiral park that has a mix of American and British trees. This structure is intentionally positioned to honor the English tradition of urban parks that emphasize the common heritage of the US and the UK. The garden's long grasses and wildflowers represent the familiarity of both nations, as does the artwork on a large wall by British artist Rachel Whiteread, which depicts an ordinary American flat-pack home from the 1950s. Additionally, there are inside gardens that depict various regions of the United States. For example, one garden is styled as the cactus-filled canyonlands of Arizona, while another has steel girders shaped like redwood trees to represent the Pacific Forest. In addition to showcasing the variety of the American environment, the garden plants were chosen based on their ability to flourish in certain garden orientations. The Embassy Gardens, an adjacent development by Eco World Ballymore, has a suspended swimming pool 10 stories above ground that allows inhabitants to swim while overlooking the embassy and vice versa. Glamorous interior design features include sweeping stone walls, glass staircases, a massive government symbol, and ceiling-mounted iridescent crests. The tiny stars covering the blast-proof glass windows are meant to deter birds from flying into the walls. The ambassador expressed his desire to personalize the embassy and add a more patriotic touch to its interior design. The new Crystal Fortress would undoubtedly surpass America's expansive complex in Iraq, which came at public expense and was finished years behind time and over budget by about $700 million. It would be the most costly embassy ever constructed. $850 million is estimated to be needed for a new embassy in Pakistan. Architect James Timberlake designed this compound, which is much less dangerous than its equivalents in Baghdad and Islamabad, as a symbolic gesture for Britain, a beacon that is a respectful icon representing the strength of the US-UK relationship. The new embassy is a signal to the world that the special relationship between the US and the UK is stronger and is going to grow and get better. According to Ambassador Woody Johnson, the basketball club's owner, Ambassador Johnson, said that the cost was a bargain in comparison to the $1.66 billion facility his team had constructed in New Jersey. The long-standing dedication to the unique connection between the United States and the United Kingdom is physically represented by the embassy, a state-of-the-art, safe, and easily accessible facility that fully supports the most active and significant bilateral ties in the world is enjoyed by thousands of visitors to the embassy, providing free internet connection to guests for the duration of their stay and serving as a tourism side attraction. Leave a comment below if you have visited this US Embassy in London and what are your observations. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more informative videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.